This is the North of England Home Service.
Tell me, sir, is it true you can see the future in that crystal ball?
Oh, yeah, watch. I look into the crystal.
Well, go on.
Wait. This is terrible. In 7 days' time, your wife will run off with another man.
Very funny. Boy, will I be glad to see the last of her. For years she's nagged me. No drinking, no smoking, no nights out. This is wonderful news.
You're not serious, are you?
I certainly am. Tell me, who is the old backlax going to run away with?
Me.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Eric Morecambe and only one that, you're only young once.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Yo-Yo. In their search for new talent, the BBC have tried many new comedians. And here is the comic who was tried and found guilty, Mr. Eric Morecambe.
Thank you. Men, when you go to a dance, are you a wallflower? When you get up to leave at the end, is the seat you've been sitting on warmer than you are? Instead of dancing like a stair, do you dance like you've just tripped over one?
Headman, what you need is the Swanny dancing course. It comes to you by post in 6 easy lessons. And here are some of the useful hints. How to improve your chassis.
Eat less.
How to make women fall for you on the ballroom floor.
Trip 'em up.
What to do when a lady says, "Excuse me."
Offer her a mint.
Yes, men. The Swanny dancing course is what you need. So why not enroll today? Just send £5 in notes to Morecambe and Wise. And those of you who have already sent us the money, don't forget our slogan.
Up the Swanny.
And now we present What's the Answer, in which we introduce that walking encyclopedia, Professor Eric Morecambe, the man who knows practically everything about absolutely nothing. The man who passed through Cambridge on his way to work. So, here he is, Professor Morecambe. And so to question number 1. Are you ready, Professor?
Yes. What's the next question?
Yes. He'll be back next week to answer even more baffling questions in What's the Answer? And so to our new radio feature.
I was there.
Tonight we salute one of the great inventions of history as we spotlight the discovery of the steam engine.
I was there.
And James Watt first discovered the power of steam.
I was there.
And when George Stephenson made a huge fortune out of his famous rockets.
I was there.
And then left all his money to a no-good layabout who squandered the lot.
I was there.
Morecambe and Wise present that immortal drama, I Gave the Irish Waiter a Threepenny Bit, or...
It's the wrong way to Tipperary.
Our scene is England in the year 1825.
My name is Day. I was a delicate child.
Really?
Yes, I was a weekday.
So you worked with the great George Stephenson. Were all your family engineers?
Yes, my father built the fourth bridge.
Really?
He had to, the other three fell down. And my uncle was also a brilliant man. He invented a car that ran on water.
What happened?
It sank.
Tell us how you met Stephenson. Did you meet him in the Industrial Revolution?
No, I met him in the George and Dragon.
What did he say?
He said, "Now, Dave, do you know anything about steam?" I said, "No." He said, "Do you know anything about trains?" I said, "No." He said, "Do you know anything about railways?" I said, "No."
Then what did he say?
He said, "You're just the man I'm looking for."
It must have been fascinating work.
It was. But part of the time, we were assisted by James Watt.
Oh, yes, he discovered the power of steam. How did that happen?
Well, one day we were all sitting in the kitchen, and suddenly Watt pointed to the kettle on the gas ring.
Yes, go on.
He said, "Look at that steam. It's coming out of the kettle. He's trying to lift the lid off. Isn't that marvelous?"
And what did you say?
I said, "It certainly is. We haven't lit the gas yet."
True. And then finally you completed the rocket.
I was there. When we'd finished, Stephenson went out to celebrate.
Did he take out a patent?
No, he took it out blonde. And then, for the first time, we set out on the Iron Road. Flowers on the footplate, stoking the fire, but it was hopeless. I couldn't put the coal on fast enough.
So what did you do?
Weak with exhaustion, I turned to Stevenson. I said, it's no use. I'll have to have a bigger pair of tongs.
And so you traveled from Darlington to Stockton-on-Tees?
Yes, on we went, speeding furiously, 8, 9, 10 miles an hour. Amazing.
That's not fast.
Through the refreshment room?
Boy, what a journey it was.
Yes, we covered the 10 miles in a record time of 3.5
Hours?
days.
3.5 days to travel 10 miles?
Yes.
Ridiculous.
There was one more important factor we overlooked.
And what was that?
The wheels.
Have you always been interested in astronomy?
Oh, yes. I like looking at stars as well.
Here, look through my telescope. See that planet up there? That's Mars.
Really?
Yes, and that one over there is Jupiter.
Really?
Yes.
But what's that star that shines brighter than the rest? That heavenly body.
Don't you know?
Oh.
That's Pearl Carr.
I like canoodling. Once we start canoodling, I could canoodle all night. I like to huddle in corners made for cuddling. Kiss me and canoodle me and I'm all right. It's fun canoodling, everyone canoodling. What a chance to kiss as we dance. Pet me like a puppy and my tail will wag. Doing a canoodling rag. And if we danced it together forever and ever, the beat of our feet wouldn't drag. To the canoodling rag, through the canoodling rag. Kissing and petting, so close we're getting. We're snug as a bug in a rug. Morning may be dawning, but our steps don't flag. Doing the canoodling rag. Oh, I like canoodling. Once we start canoodling, I could canoodle all night. I like to huddle in corners made for cuddling. Kiss me and canoodle me and I'm all right. It's fun canoodling, everyone canoodling. What a chance to kiss as we dance. Pet me like a puppy and my tail will wag. Doing the canoodling rag. Once we start canoodling, I could canoodle all night. I like to huddle in corners made for cuddling. Kiss me and canoodle me and I'm all right. It's fun canoodling, everyone canoodling. What a chance to kiss as we dance. Pet me like a puppy and my tail will wag. Doing the canoodling, everyone canoodling. Doing the canoodling rag. Once again in the office of Morecambe and Wise. There's Mr. Morecambe sitting over there. He's filing his nails on my matchbox. There's romance for you. And all the time he's gazing at me with that quaint expression. His face. I wonder what he's thinking.
There's Pearl sitting over there. She looks lovely this morning. I wonder if I dare ask her. No. She'd just laugh at me. Oh, go on, ask her, you fool, ask her. Are you a man or a mouse?
I see he's brought cheese sandwiches for lunch again. He looks like he's going to ask me something. Perhaps he wants to take me to an expensive nightclub or buy me a fur coat. Oh, why doesn't he ask me?
It's no use. I must ask her. I've waited so long. I just can't wait any longer. It's now or never.
Here it comes, girls. Now.
Oh, Pearl.
Yes, Mr. Morecambe, what is it?
Lend me a cigarette. I'm dying for a fag.
Oh, here you are, Mr. Morecambe. Honestly, girls, doesn't it make you sick?
Right, now, Mr. Wise, let's read the mail.
Now, the first letter is from a young girl who writes, every night my boyfriend and I sit on the settee all alone. Shouts, ouch, and jumps in the air. I wonder why.
Dear miss, obviously the spring has got into him.
Now another young girl writes, I am thinking of buying a 30-guinea strapless evening gown.
Yes?
Do you think the outlay is too much for a strapless evening gown?
Dear miss, it's not the outlay. It's the upkeep that matters.
Oh, I say, listen to this.
Oh, go on.
Dear Morecambe and Wise.
That's clever.
I have recently inherited a large amount of money, and I'm looking for a thriving business to invest in.
Well?
I have in mind your detective agency,
Well.
and we'll call around tomorrow morning to see you. Yours faithfully, Herbert Sherbert.
Herbert Sherbert? Well, you've got a sucker here.
He says he's coming round this morning. We must make a good impression. Kid him we're rolling in money.
Good idea, yeah.
Now, look, let's get the office cleaned up. Just look at the state of those windows.
We'll get Battersby to clean them. Battersby!
Battersby!
Did somebody shout for that?
Yes, Battersby. You've been running again, haven't you? Yes. Now then, Battersby. Now then, what will you require to clean the windows?
Oh, well, wash leather and some...
How do you use...
You just stand in front of the window, you see, and you go... Yes, and then you rub it with the wash leather.
Oh, I see. But what happens if you run out of...
Oh, well, then you use... Mind you, sir, mind you. It's quite as good as...
This is intriguing.
Yes, of course. When I'm in a hurry, you know, I can bind the two like this.
You know, I hope that fella arrives soon. You know, the man who wants to invest all that money in our business. We better tell Pearl to show him in straight away when he comes.
Yes. Now then, Pearl,
Yes, Mr. Morecambe?
we're expecting an important visitor. Go into the outer office, and when he arrives, show him straight in.
Very good, Mr. Morecambe.
All right,
Mr. Morecambe sounds very excited about something. I wonder who the important visitor can be. Come in. Good morning, sir.
Oh, good morning. My name is Smithers. I am from the local income tax office. I'd like to see Morecambe and Wise.
Well, they didn't say anything about income tax, but I'm sure they're expecting you. Through that door, sir.
Thank you. Oh, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, sir. So glad to see you. Let me help you with your coat. Looks smart with a split up the back, doesn't it?
Now, look, sir. I've come
Yes,
about...
sir, we know all about you. Would you like a drink? It's genuine French cognac, smuggled into the country. Duty-free.
Really? This is very interesting.
Yeah. We only got back from Switzerland this morning. Feel in my trouser turn up and help yourself to a watch.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes, sir, we're making money all right.
Yeah, but what about income tax?
Income tax? Income tax? It's an income tax. Only mugs pay income tax.
Really? This is very interesting. I'd like to see the books.
Mr. Wise, come over here. Now, look. If we can get this bloke to invest his money, we're made. Get the books out. Not the ones we show the income tax people. Right.
Now then, sir, here is our profit and loss account for the last 6 months.
Yeah, well, let me see.
Look, sir. Now, you will notice that we have deducted 50% of the preference shares at cost and added it to the capital account at par.
And what does that mean?
I don't know. I read it in a book somewhere.
It's all fiddled, you know.
I noticed a brand new car parked outside.
Did you see that one? Yes, it's ours, that. £7,000.
Is that in the books?
Oh, yes, yeah. Look. Here you are. Tandem, £12.10. All down there.
Well, all this money and no income tax. Very interesting.
Oh, yeah, you see, we know how to fiddle the books. I mean, my brother wrote a book called How to Dodge Paying Income Tax.
Yes, and a sequel to it.
And what was that called?
Prison concerts I've enjoyed. Well, are you interested?
Very interested.
Or shall we say £5,000?
If you like.
Do you think you could make it 10?
Certainly. To give me the greatest pleasure. Well, gentlemen, I must go now, but I promise you'll be hearing from me.
Well, we've done it. Yes, £10,000, he said. And all ours.
Oh, Mr. Morecambe, has that gentleman gone? You know, Mr. Smithers from the income tax?
Income tax!
I say, what's the matter? What's the matter? Are you all right?
Oh, yes, we missed.
Song. It's the wind that helps the tune along. Bung me in the barrel and put the lid on me. Bung me in the barrel and happy I will be. Row me up and row me down, row me round and round and round. Row me home, sweet home. Pipes fly dry, let's fill them up again before the party's over and we say auf Wiedersehen. Bung me in the barrel and put the lid on me. Bung me in the barrel and happy I will be. Row me up and row me down, row me home, sweet home. When it's harvest time in old Bavaria, it's a sight for all to see. That's the time for fun when the wine is flowing free. Pipes fly dry, you'll hear the voices ring. When the barrel's empty, here's the happy song they sing. Bung me in the barrel and put the lid on me. Bung me in the barrel and happy I will be. Row me up and row me down, row me round and round and round. Row me home, sweet home. Pipes fly dry, let's fill them up again before the party's over and we say auf Wiedersehen. Bung me in the barrel and put the lid on me. Bung me in the barrel and happy I will be. Row me up and row me down, row me round and round and round. Row me home, sweet home. Row me home, sweet home.
The man in off-white. Once again, it is time to meet those two fearless crime detectives, Morecambe and Wise. Many are the cases they've handled. Do you remember the case of the panchromatic film? Morecambe and Wise exposed it. Do you recall the case of the dirty pigsty? Morecambe and Wise cleaned that up. And then there was the strangest case of all, the case of the disappearing ventriloquist's dummy. This case was taken from the files of Scotland Yard and wasn't even missed. It all began in the office of our two intrepid heroes.
No more. I can't possibly take any more. If I have any more, I shall go mad.
Now listen, you asked for it, and now you're going to get it.
No, I can't take any more.
But you must.
All right, just one more, but this time, do me a favor.
What?
Don't put so much sugar in.
I'll answer the door, Mr. Morecambe. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Morecambe and Wise in.
Yes, sir. Who are you?
Right here. The name's handsome Harry Secombe, that's me.
Ah, so you're Harry Secombe.
Yes, please, I must speak to you. I'm in terrible trouble. Help!
And that was how I met Harry Secombe. Slowly, I looked him over from head to toe, and then from side to side. The distance was about the same. I stood there admiring his physique. I use the term loosely, but then again, he had a loose physique. I spoke to him. Good morning. Can I help you?
Are you Mr. Morecambe?
Have you got a television set?
No.
I'm Mr. Morecambe.
You know, Mr. Secombe, when I hear you on radio, I'm lost in admiration.
Well, thank you, Mr. Wise,
And when I hear you on radio, I'm lost in admiration, too.
There will now be a short interval while these two get lost.
You may joke, laddies, but they don't call me handsome Harry Secombe for nothing.
No?
It costs money.
Yes.
Women are crazy about handsome Harry Secombe.
Are they?
Why, women bow to my feet. They worship my feet. They throw flowers at my feet, and why?
Why?
I have attractive toes.
Mr. Secombe, you said you were in trouble. What's it all about?
Well, it's a long story, so in order to get it through quickly, I shall tell it in shorthand. For years, Secombe the comic has held a position of unparalleled silence in the world. Thank you. In the world of entertainment. But now a new Secombe is about to blossom forth.
Yes.
Yes, Secombe the singing ventriloquist. Listen, sir. Don't laugh at me, 'cause I'm a fool.
All right, Harry. We're convinced.
Yes. You've got to admit I have something that Mario Lanza hasn't got. It sticks out a mile.
Why don't you exercise?
This is interesting. Yes, very interesting. A singing ventriloquist.
Yes, and tonight is my big night. I make my debut at the Royal Albert Hall. But listen, men, listen. Something terrible has happened. Someone has stolen my dummy.
Well, you should have pinned it to your shirt.
There, you mad fool, you don't understand. Someone has stolen my dummy, Sebastian.
You are?
My dummy. Oh, woe is me indeed. I think he said woe is more. But for years I've looked after him and cherished him. I nursed him through his worst attack of dry rot. I even got him little woodworms to play with.
Woodworms? Wasn't that dangerous?
No, they were vegetarians. But this is no time for joking, man. Listen, gather round me, chaps.
We can't. There's not enough of us.
We must get him back. We must. Yes, we must find Sebastian.
And that was a terrible situation that confronted us. Mr. Secombe was beside himself with worry, and a more weird-looking couple I have yet to see. Then we jumped into a fast car and sped off in search of clues. We arrived outside Mr. Secombe's lavish apartment.
Well, here we are at my luxurious residence. Quiet, chaps. I don't want to wake the other occupants. Too late? Oh, well, come in, then. Ah, that's better. Would you like to wipe your feet?
Yes.
Good. Take your boots off. Now, Mr. Morecambe, hadn't you better get to work?
Work? Yes, but I've been thinking.
Yeah?
This is going to cost you a lot of money.
Money's no object, man. See this bulge in my left pocket?
Yes.
200 pounds.
Amazing.
See this bulge in my right pocket?
Yes.
300 pounds.
What's that bulge in your back pocket?
That's me.
I'll get it. Hello? Who's that? Oh, long-distance call from whom? Sebastian?
What's happening?
Sebastian, where are you, Sebastian?
I'm locked in a disused cellar in...
Where did he say he was?
He says he's locked in a disused cellar in...
We'll have to go there at once.
Where?
We'll never find him now. My poor little Sebastian.
Oh, yes.
It seems like only yesterday when I bought a sheet of sandpaper and gave him his first haircut. Oh, misery.
I see.
What is that?
You seek Sebastian Secombe?
Hey, who are you?
I'm acting unpaid Lance Secret Agent Humphrey Cheesecake, late of MI4.
Shouldn't that be fine?
No, they're cutting down the staff. But where are you? Stuck up in the chimney. No, don't look. I'm disguised as a blue brush. He mustn't recognize me.
But listen. You mean you have news of my dummy?
Yes, quick. You must go at once to the Burtonwood sawmills and search there. And remember, gentlemen, it'll be in all the papers tonight.
What will?
Fish and chips.
We must get down to Burtonwood. Must get down to Burtonwood before my wood goes for a Burton. Thank you. Thank you. Quick, everybody! We must get there regardless of expense. was only next door. I'll knock on the door. I'll bet that fooled him.
Yes? Are you looking for something?
Hello there.
Come on in, handsome.
Thank you. Excuse me. Are you hiding something in your basement?
No, it's just the way my dress hangs. You know, I like the look of you, the chubby one. I think you have a nice figure.
You think I have a nice figure? Well, look, if I said you had a nice figure, would you hold it against me?
Tell me, why don't you take me in your arms and whisper something soft and sweet in my ear?
Chocolate fudge. Kiss me.
What about Sebastian?
I'll kiss him later.
Oh, come on, Harry. We've got to find Sebastian, or we'll be too late.
Down into the workshop, Ben.
Yes.
Sebastian, where are you? I know you're here. They're threatening to sell me up for firewood. How much are they selling you for? I'm selling a gundu. Ridiculous. Hold up for 1 and 6.
We must go fast now. They've started the saw going.
Help! Help! The saw's coming nearer. We must do something. My poor dummy. Sebastian!
Now then, Harry, don't lose your head.
Not my head I'm worried about. Help! Help! The saw! I can feel it touching my hair.
Well, that's for the shawback and sides.
Thank goodness. Here's the switch.
Quick, Harry, grab Sebastian. We must get to the Albert Hall immediately.
Well, good evening to you from the Royal Albert Hall, where the whole world is waiting at the moment for the first appearance of the new singing star, Sebastian Secombe. Over there in the wings, feverish last-minute preparations are taking place. The immaculate figure of the conductor, Sir Malcolm Corporal, walks out to the rostrum. And now the audience is hushed as they wait for Sebastian Secombe. Why doesn't he appear? Sir Malcolm is looking at his watch. Sir Malcolm is getting very annoyed. Sir Malcolm speaks.
Goes down the crowds. Where's the little parish you got to?
Quick, Harry, they're all waiting.
Right. Sebastian, is your voice all right? Sebastian, speak to me. Oh, no.
What's the matter?
That terrible fight he had in the sawmill. He's lost his voice.
He's lost his voice?
Yes.
What are we going to do?
There's only one thing. I'll have to go out in his place.
Oh, stop, fellow.
I shall have to sing that great dramatic role myself. Well, wish me luck, man.
Best of luck, Harry.
Just enough time to thank you for dropping in and sharing the fun with all of us here in your only young one. It's goodbye for now from Morecambe and Wise, who have been entertaining you in company with Pearl Carr, Deryck Guyler, and the Radio Revelers. The Augmented Northern Variety Orchestra was conducted by Alan Ainsworth. And finally, a special word of thanks for our guest star of the evening, our very good friend, Harry Secombe.
Your Only Young Ones was written by Frank Roscoe, and the recorded show was produced by John Ammons. Radio Revelers are appearing in variety at the Garrick Theatre, Southport.